beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, it is my birthday. Well, technically it's not already, it's already passed, but this beautiful makeup look was the exactly same makeup that I've been wearing on my birthday. So I got tons of compliments and it photographed beautifully, so I really want you to know how I created it. Wanted to thank you for liking, for subscribing. Best birthday present that I could get. And if you are curious, you have a little bit of free time, please keep on watching. I am in the mood for a party look, so I think we might end up with tons of glitter all over my face. So yeah, working with my foundation, starting from the center of the face, applying the foundation outwards wherever I need coverage, because these days I don't tend to go on for very full coverage. Normally I would like to get rid of all the redness that I have and then add a little bit of blusher. But now I'm trying to embrace my natural skin, if that makes sense. So this is what I'm going to be going for in terms of my foundation and skin. Don't forget to cover your ears, because it's always very weird when you have even skin tone and then your ears are red or something, right? So just make sure to don't use actual products. So whatever is left on your brush, just apply a little bit under the jaw and take it down to your neck a little bit too. You can go across your eyelids if you feel like it. Totally up to you. Okay, I think this is it for now. My NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, the color I'm using is Custard. I'm just gonna apply it right here. Might take it down a little bit. You know what? Sometimes I like to apply my concealer first before I start the eyes. Sometimes I feel like I want to apply it last, especially if I am working with colors like if I expect fallout, then I probably do concealer last. But for now I think this is gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna cover my under eyes with this concealer, and I'm gonna bring it down a little bit like so. Same thing for the other eye. And it doesn't have to be neat and perfect. Make sure it's blended well, but we can always add more. I'd rather have less product and then add than caking it on and piling more and more product, so then I'll end up with a cakey face and I won't even know what to do with it. I'm in the mood for something cool toned. I'm feeling this palette actually. This is the Becca palette. What's the name of it? Ombre Nude Eye Palette. This is the first one. These tones are more cool. The other one is warmer, but I really like these colors. And I've had this palette for a very long time. It's one of my favorites, and I kind of feel like this is what we're gonna use today. The thing about me, I would rather use matte eyeshadows first, and then I'll go in with the glitter and I would apply it exactly where I want it. And this has kind of been my thing. I'm slowly getting into glitters and such, but I still prefer using matte eyeshadows first. I don't know, this is just, what I do. With a blending brush, I am gonna use, you know what, let's do this color as our all over base. And we already primed our eyelids with a concealer, but if you feel that you need more coverage or you need your eyeshadows to stay on longer, or if you just love primers, in general, you can apply primer. I am not big on primers. I think concealer, most of the time concealer does the job. I kind of feel whenever I'm using shimmery shadows, which is hardly ever, but that is when I actually need a primer, because they tend to crease, because I do have oily eyelids, but that's okay. With these matte eyeshadows, I feel that I can get away without the primer. And so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna apply this color as our all over base, and we're gonna pick a transition color You know what, I'm going to use the same color and I'm going to apply it on my bottom lash line. Doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want to create a tiny little shadow so our eye would appear even bigger than they are. And I feel when you take it down a little bit, not stretch it out, but take it down here, opens up your eye even more, but make sure to take it with not too low, because then your eyes are going to be too round. And pick a really good color, so nothing too strong, too harsh. It should be a really nice, cool or warm color, depends which shadows you're working with, but nothing too harsh and super visible. And try to get a fluffier brush so you can blend it out very easily right away. For my transition color, we're going to be using this one, the next one in the palette. And we're just going to apply it in our crease, like so. This step actually gives you a really great opportunity to play with the shape of your eye. So if you want your eye to appear rounder and bigger, you can actually take it here, so it would be wider right here. If you want them to be more cat eye and almondy, then you can take it right here, so your eyelid would stretch that way. So everything depends on the look you're going for. Make sure to connect everything clean and no harsh line. Then the makeup is gonna be perfect and it's gonna look that this is the eye shape you have. If the lines that you created are very visible and very sharp, then another person who's looking at you is like, okay, she's done something. We don't want that. We want it to be as natural as that can be. Pick an eyeshadow that works with your eye color and you would be amazed how different your eyes are gonna look. Kind of like, you're wearing contacts. Same color, just here in the corner, in the lower lash line, outer corners. I'll use the small little one for Makeup Forever, and then I'll blend it with the pencil brush probably. And I'm gonna get this darkest color right here. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna apply it very closely to my lash line, because I want to create depth, I want to create definition, and I want it to seem that I have tons of eyelashes, even though I really don't. And it's going to help us to elongate our eye even more, and it's going to look like we have a tiny little flick without even applying eyeliner or a pencil. And make sure to take it right here, right in the corner. Same thing for the other eye. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's got to be there. We're going to be blending it with a pencil brush, clean pencil brush, no product, just blending it out. Because again, I don't want any harsh lines. I want everything to be smooth and blended and kind of seamless. With the same small brush, same dark color, I'm going to apply a tiny little bit in between my eyelashes. Just a little bit, just to create this definition and depth, and again, illusion of having more eyelashes than I do. And again, blending with the same pencil brush. It's good, I really like it, but I would probably leave it just as it is for the day look, for the daytime look. But I feel that I want more, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply pencil inside my top waterline, and I'm going to be using brown pencil, 24/7 Glam pencil from Urban Decay in the color Corrupt. I feel like I've been only using this pencil for so long, but you can tell that it's been loved. But I actually really like this color. You can use something, you can use a MAC pencil, what's the name of it? Teddy pencil would work really good here with the whole pop. Make sure to take it down in the corners right here. With the same pencil, I'm gonna go over the line that we applied with our eyeshadow. I want it to be darker. And it is gonna be my birthday makeup, so I wanted to photograph really well. So this is why I'm taking extra steps, but I want to make sure that this look is going to stay on for the whole day, night, whatever, and I want to make sure that it's going to photograph beautifully. So with this pencil brush, I am just going to blend my flick that I created. I want it there, but I want it super soft. I am more of a super blended out, soft, smoky, rather than a harsh flick. Just my thing. I'm gonna grab the blending brush that we used before, and I'm just gonna go over it. Because we layered tons of products, we layered powder with pencil, and now we're gonna layer a little bit of more powder over this pencil. This layering thing is gonna definitely help with the staying power, so it's gonna last us longer. I'm doing these extra steps just to make sure that I wouldn't have to touch up my makeup during the night. I want everything to be in place, I want everything to be set, and I don't wanna worry about it. And layering is actually helping us with that. I'm just gonna blend a little bit, soften it up. With my foundation brush, I'm just gonna clean up all the fall down. So hot in the studio, and I feel like my cheeks are burning up, and this is not the look that I'm going for. I like the eyes. I think it's time for glitter. Tons of glitter. I will be using Narcissus palette by NARS, if I open it. And I've been talking about this palette. I really like it. I feel like it has really gorgeous colors. This is actually the color that why I got this palette, because I thought that my life is never going to be complete without it, and I was asking if they have it in just single pots, and they didn't, so I ended up purchasing this palette, and I love it. But story time. I'm just going to grab it with my finger all over. I want it to be very glossy. You can actually go for something more colorful. You can go for something blue or green or pink. I just feel that this color is gonna work with my outfit, and because I haven't decided what I'm gonna be wearing, I'd rather go with something safe and something that goes with everything. Okay, this is great. A little bit inside the corners. Okay, this is good. Time for mascara. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes first. I am gonna go in with my MAC mascara, the one that I've been using all the time. I really like it. And you know me, whenever I like something, I tend to stick to it. I don't normally switch up products that often, but if they work, especially for an event, I wouldn't try something. I would try something during the day, on any other day, but for events or parties or special occasions, I really want to use something that I know how it performs and I know what to expect from it. I don't mind my eyelashes to be clumpy. I want as much mascara as I can get on them. And I am going to use my other mascara for my bottom lashes because I want them to be longer. Extended Play by MAC. On my bottom lashes. Charlotte Tilbury, Flawless Finish. Love that. With the same brush, it's a stippling brush from It Cosmetics, like a buffing brush, I don't know. And I'm gonna apply this and I'm gonna buff it in to give myself extra coverage. And so it would appear matter and as a result more long wearing, because whenever I go out I want my makeup to be more matte rather than glowy because I tend to get oily and I'd rather be matte than oily because there is a thin line between being oily, greasy and glowy. So with my skin I have to really make sure that I'm super matte. Make sure to cover your under eyes. Good. Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow with an angled brush. I am going to be concentrating closer to my ear. This is the place where I'm going to be putting most of my product. And then I'm going to blend it towards my mouth. Because I feel like if I'm going to place all the product here, I might end up with a blob and we don't want that. So ears a little bit so they would be in the same color family. We don't want white ears, pink ears. We want everything to be very seamless. My jawline. Light pressure. You don't want anything harsh. You don't want tons of product. Same thing here. I'm going to apply a little bit of it, the same color, into my hairline just to make sure that everything is blended together and everything is seamless. Temples a little bit. I'm going to contour my nose with the same color. I'm not going to go too dramatic. Just a little bit of contouring where I need it. So it is gonna be my nose, my chin here. I'm not gonna use the same highlighter from the palette. What I do want to use is for the highlighter, Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Opal. It's one of my favorites. It's very finely milled highlighter. It's gorgeous. The color is just beautiful. With a tiny little brush from Real Techniques, I'm just going to apply it on the high points of my face. So cheekbones, this is a gorgeous color. Bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, with whatever's left on my temples. I feel like smaller brushes give you more control. So rather than applying it with a big brush all over your face, you can actually pinpoint where exactly you want it. I'm just gonna groom my eyebrows a little bit. I kind of feel bald without my eyebrows, so this is probably why you see me with my eyebrows. And because I've been wearing them for a little bit, you see that they are sparse here and there, and I'm just gonna fill them in with my Hourglass, Hourglass Brow Micro Sculpting. Sorry, Hourglass Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. Yes, thank you. The color is ash. So whenever I feel that I need to add a little bit of color, a tiny little touch up. And honestly, I hardly ever need to touch up my eyebrows when I'm wearing this pencil. It's just because I've been applying foundation with a brush. It might rub off here and there, but this product is great. It's one of the best pencils that I've ever tried. It is a bit pricey, but it really, really, really does the job. If you know really good alternatives and something that really works well, let me know. I'm gonna go a little bit darker on my lips. I will be using Bite Beauty pencil. The color is 050. No name, just 050. And it is a nude pencil, but more on a movie side. And I really like pencils like that. I know that it photographs beautifully, and I think it's gonna look really good with this look. Still haven't applied blush. Not sure if I will. Probably will. We'll see. I'm gonna overline my bottom lip just to give a little bit of shape and plumpness. If you are not a big fan of cooler tones, you can use your favorite nude, or anything pink would look really, really good, but be careful because pinks and glitter tend to look very girly. And if it's not the look you want to go for, try to use something peachy or brown on your lips. But if you don't mind being a little bit girly, then it's fine. I'm gonna fill in the corners. Oh, we like it. Grab the flat brush, and I'm gonna blend everything that I applied. And very softly blend the liner. Again, softly, because we don't want to get rid of it. We just want it to be less noticeable as a liner, but more, so it appear more like our lip color rather than liner. I will be using YSL Rouge Volupte number 2. I think it is discontinued. If it's not, please let me know, because I have to get more. Because it is my special occasion lipstick, because I can't seem to find it anywhere. So if you can get your hands on it, you gotta get it, because it's a beautiful color. I am applying it right into the center of my lip. And then I'm blending it. It's gorgeous. But because it is my birthday, I am not done. This is perfectly fine to leave it just as it is, but I feel that I want gloss. And for the purpose of this look, we are going to be using, you know what, this gloss doesn't get enough attention. I know the same gloss, this is Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the color Diamond Milk. Doesn't get enough love because everyone is raving about Fussy, which is a color that works on every skin tone, which is great. But this is the girliest thing ever. It is a very glittery lip gloss. It smells like candy. So I'm gonna pop a little bit in the center of my lip. It doesn't give me a lot of color, but it gives this cool tone to my lip. And they do look plumper and fuller, and this glitter catches the light. It's just phenomenal. I love it. It's been my favorite since I got it. It might not work for everyone just because it's so white, but it really works over any lipstick. I'm in the party mood already. I really like the way it turned out. I will apply a little bit of blush. For the blush, I am using Blush Volupte YSL Blush Volupte number 2. It doesn't do much, and this is why I like it. It's a very cool toned pink color. You don't see me using lots of different blushes because I'm not a big blush girl. But this is gonna look good. Okay, so blusher here for cheeks, a little bit bridge of the nose, whatever's left on the chin, just to tie everything together. And let's apply just a little bit of highlighter, just because we can. Let's go in and apply more highlighter, because it's never enough. Tiny little brush, and I'm just gonna apply it right here in the corners. And I am ready to party! Guys, we are ready. It's a simple look that is very easy to recreate, but it doesn't look simple. This is why I like it, because it looks like you made an effort, but it's not that hard to master. So if you are gonna give it a go, please let me know. I think you're gonna fall in love with it, and it is gonna become your signature look. But it looks so expensive, it photographs beautifully, and it makes you actually feel like a princess. No, like a queen. Yes, thank you for watching this video. I hope you stay healthy, gorgeous, and beautiful. And I see you guys very soon. С днем рождения! Любви до головокружения и чумового настроения и миллион счастливых дней.